All right, let's talk about earaches. Now, it's important to differentiate the difference between an ear infection and earache. Remember, I don't treat disease, I'm treating pain. It's important to realize that children typically don't get ear infections. They get earaches. Now, sometimes they do get infections, and if you have an infection, by all means, get antibiotics. But more times than not, I'm dealing with patients that have ear pain. Now, the ear pain is because they have gas and fluid built up behind the tympanic membrane. Now, that can be easily released with an adjustment of the ear. I know it sounds weird that I can adjust the ear, but I can't. So it's not like a typical adjustment of the neck or the back, but it's actually just a maneuver that opens up that space and releases that pressure, which, just like gas in your stomach, if you release that, you get rid of the pain. Now, before all you keyboard warriors start hating on me because I'm a chiropractor and God forbid you work on children, I'm simply trying to prevent these children from being pumped full of amoxicillin and having unnecessary surgeries in the form of tubes in their ears, which is completely useless. It causes scar tissue and it affects their hearing in the future. How do I know? Because that happened to me when I was a kid. Like I said before, it's important to differentiate if you have an actual ear infection, which I do recommend that you get treated, or if you have ear pain. Now, when the medical doctor looks in the ear or the nurse practitioner, they're looking for redness, maybe fullness of the tympanic membrane, but they don't test for an actual bacterial infection. What they're doing is just giving you amoxicillin because they want to kill an infection if there is one, in fact. So parents, if you've brought your kids to the medical doctor in the past and they said, hey, you're just going to grow out of these ear infections, you're not actually growing out of the ear infection. What's happening is the ear canal is getting longer, so it's harder for fluid and air to get trapped behind the tympanic membrane. That's why typically adults don't just get ear pain, they actually have ear infections. If you didn't know, now you know.